Hello everybody, I'm Blaze and Rebecca, and welcome back to Strawberry Vinegar. So we were hearing about Mom's story about how she met Dad, I guess, in high school, and this is quite an adorable picture. I asked Kazuki what he'd been doing, staying behind at school so late. He said he'd been trying to do his maths homework in the library, but it was too difficult and he still didn't understand it. He looked a bit tearful about it, actually. He really hasn't changed at all since then. I said, since we were in the same class, I could help him if he wanted. I was a good student, and I liked helping other people. Maybe it's because I liked feeling superior. Well, of course! I've never offered to tutor a boy before, though. I mostly spent my time helping my female friends, so it was new, and it felt exciting. Maybe it was because of the cherry blossoms. When you see cherry blossoms, they inspire you to take chances. At least, they do for me. Aw. Kazuki and I became friends after that, and we always walked to and from school together. I introduced him to my friends, and they seemed to like him. Maybe that's because they were scared of me. They must have known if they teased Kazuki, I'd find a way to take my revenge. Maybe they whispered things about us behind our backs, but I didn't care. I never have done. All I knew was I liked spending time with him, even though we weren't very alike. He always made me laugh, though I doubt it was intentional. Teasing him was fun too. I liked asking him to rate the girls in our class in order of attractiveness, or as it were. Okay, and he always blushed and stutter. Sometimes I even picked up the falling cherry blossoms and thread them in his hair. I thought that man looked exceptionally cute, but he disagreed. He never told me to stop, though. Maybe I didn't want anybody else to bully him because I bullied him enough myself. Jeez, that's kind of, Fortunately, my petty cruelty didn't make his feelings towards me waver. I might not have been the girl he'd hoped I was when he first saw me, but now we really were friends, and we were closer than he had ever dreamed he would be. After a few weeks of our tentative friendship, he confessed his feelings to me, just like that. I never thought such a bold move would have been possible for a shy person like Kazuki, so I was impressed and flattered. I don't know why I agreed to go out with him. I've been out with a few boys before, but I never took it very seriously. I didn't even like Kazuki that much. We were just friends. I never considered that we could be something more. I think, if I'm being honest here, I accepted because I was bored, and I thought having a new boyfriend might be fun. I was toying about his heart, and I didn't intend to keep it for very long. And then I ended up falling in love with him too. Aww. Maybe it was because he was so earnest. Maybe it was because he was so gentle. Maybe it was because he was so sweet. Maybe it was because of the cherry blossoms and I was young, and he was my first proper boyfriend. I don't know. But I don't regret meeting Kazuki, and I don't regret our relationship. He really is a good man, more than I might deserve, since I'm not always very nice to him. I really do love him, even if he is an idiot. He's my idiot. Aww. Aww. Mom's tone softens when she talks about Dad. She sounds unusually vulnerable, unguarded, despite those dark sunglasses. I can't see her eyes, but I can see her lips. They're curved upwards into a small smile. Ever since then, Kazuki has supported me through thick and thin. He always puts his own dreams to one side to support mine, and he never argues with me, or questions me, or tries to dissuade me from accomplishing my goals. I suppose he's like a trellis, maybe. A trellis? Yes, trellises support climbing plants, but they don't have a use on their own. Kazuki's the same. I think he's happiest when he's helping me pursue my goals. I appreciate it, but I worry sometimes. I don't know if he thinks about himself as much as he should. That's why he's been so down lately. His love and affection make me happy, but I wonder. I don't know if it's making him happy. I know he stays at home to take care of the chores, and he likes being there to greet you when you return home from school, but I think he's a little more ambitious than he claims to be. He has his own dreams, and I'm worried that mine may have choked his. Maybe I should have a talk with him. I don't want him to tire himself out. I love him too much for that. Sometimes I doubt Mom's feelings for Dad, but in quiet moments like this, I'm able to gauge how much she really feels. Mom does love Dad. She must. It's obvious in the way she talks about him. I hope when I get older, I can love somebody just as much as Mom and Dad love each other. That would really be something to strive for. My parents have a lot of differences, but they're able to put those to one side so they can help one another, so that they can support one another, because they love one another. I know it might be a little cliche to say, but that really is something special. Licia, too, looks pensive. She taps Mom's arm, peering up at her with her imploring eyes. Miss Yukine? Miss Yukine, I have a question. Yes, what is it, sweetie? I was just wondering. You sound really smart, so I think you should know. How do you know when you found somebody that you're in love with? Oh my, you young girls sure grow up fast nowadays to ask questions like that. I'm serious, I really want to know. This could be important. This isn't related to our conversation yesterday, is it? Chances are it is. Well, love is a very complicated thing. We humans aren't all that intelligent, and when you're bad at perceiving things with too many surfaces, we have a difficult time understanding our own feelings, so we often second-guess ourselves or get things wrong. We might think that we love somebody when it's just a passing infatuation, or we might tell ourselves our feelings are fleeting and foolish when they're rather more serious than that. Even so, I believe when one is in love, one should know it instinctively, in here. Mom places a hand against her chest, just above her heart. Even if our minds try to play tricks on us, you just have to be honest with yourself. So that's what love is, huh? Sounds kind of complicated. It is complicated. It gets easier to understand our feelings when we get older. I see. So if love is about wanting to be with somebody all the time and feeling happy when you're with them, then... Oh, jeez! I really must be in love with Frey after all. I love her more than anybody in the whole wide world. Yeah, just say that right in front of the mother. Wow! Wow, what is this place? Is this some kind of place devoted to the what? The pagan worship of food? How funny. This isn't a palace, Licia. It's just a restaurant. Restaurant? I'm gonna take a wild guess here and say she's never been to one. You don't have restaurants in North... Oh my god, you people are so dense, it's unbelievable. Maybe we do, but I've never seen one before. How peculiar. Then let me enlighten you. Restaurants are where people go to buy food, rather than making it themselves. Oh, I see. But how are these unlimited stocks of food produced? You humans don't have access to Hell's patented magic circle technology, do you? Magic circles? She's not human, Dad! Yes, they're very convenient. Wow, Norway sounds like an advanced country. It's not... Why? Why do I bother explaining this to you? Oh, come on, are we still trying to pretend that Licia comes from Norway when the stuff she says is obviously bizarre? I don't know why Mom and Dad decided to play along with this charade, but it's really starting to get on my nerves. You can spin a single joke out for far too long. At any rate, they don't summon the food, they cook it for us in the kitchens. You just can't see it from here because they close that area off. Ooh, so it's similar to a convenience store food? I suppose, but it's a bit fresher than that. You order the food and they make it for you. I see, if it's handmade, then I suppose it's alright. The levels of love should be adequate. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but most of the food here is packed in plastic bags and stored in the freezer. All they do is defrost it. Love is irrelevant in the face of economy. Huh? Is that really true? Yep, sorry to crush your dreams. Oh, Ray, don't be so mean to Licia. You'll spoil it for her. Mom chastises me, peering out over the top of her dark sunglasses. I don't know why Mom always wears those shades when we go out. Who does she think she is? Who does she think she is going to recognize her here? The lovey-dovey couple sharing an ice cream sundae over by the window? The little girl trying to shove her top sticks up her nose? Okay. To the embarrassment of her parents? The baby sitting in a high chair trying to lick its own elbow? nice you to take you here, Ray. Kazuki and I thought it might be nice to treat Licia too. It's something of a family tradition, after all. I know. Don't be being rather negative about this restaurant. I don't dislike it. It's a nostalgic landmark from my childhood. A place where I whiled away many an hour when I was younger, happier and decidedly less cynical. I've had several birthdays here, and Dad used to take me here sometimes after our trips to the aquarium. He always bought me my favorite, the strawberry sundae, even though it was so big I could never finish it by myself. It's been a couple of years since I last came here, but the decor hasn't changed. It looks exactly the same as ever, from the pseudo wooden tabletops to the beige walls. Even the menus are exactly the same. I flipped through my menu looking for the desserts and find, with no great surprise, that the strawberry sundae of my youth is still on here, in all its ice cream laden, strawberry topped glory. Are you looking at that strawberry sundae, Ray? No, of course not! I know you always like that sundae, but shouldn't you take a look at the dinner menu before you start thinking about sweets? You'll get indigestion if you eat dessert first. I know that. I'm not a little kid. Jeez. Well, technically, actually. I flipped back to the dinner section, trying to hide my blush hiding behind my menu. I don't like being teased, but it's especially galling being teased by somebody like Dad. I'm kind of happy about that, though. I'm glad you still remember those strawberry sundaes. You must have enjoyed the time we spent together back then. It was fine. I was young back then, so I would have been happy with anything. Alright, if you feel like reliving your earlier years with the taste of that strawberry sundae, though, don't hesitate to ask. I'd love to order it for you. Don't be ridiculous. I'm not interested in that stupid sundae at all. My tastes have matured a lot since then, and I don't like sweets nearly as much as I used to. Yeah, that's why you didn't make cookies in the beginning. That she ate. You're so cute when you can't be honest with yourself, Ray. If you want to order the sundae, just say so. There's nothing wrong with indulging yourself. I want to try the sundae too. I love sweets. Oh god, her eyes. See, Licia sounds excited as well. Licia's always excited when food's involved. That might be true, but I'm not just excited about the food. I want to see you smile a lot, Ray, just like Kazuki said you used to. Seeing you with a big, big smile would be the fondest memory I could ever hope for. Fonder than any kind of food. I looked down to the tabletop, my face turning bright red. Why does it feel like everybody's ganging up on me? Anyway, I'm gonna order my main. We need to hurry up or we'll annoy the waiting staff. You might be right about that. Efficiency is next to godlines, or so they say. I think that's cleanliness next to godliness. Maybe so, but to have a clean, tidy home, one must be efficient. Efficiency is what's truly important in this world. That sure is easy for Mom to say, given she never does any household chores. If Dad weren't such a doormat, he'd probably call her out on that. Of course, he doesn't. He just smiles. So, what are you two gonna have? Since this is your last day here, Licia, feel free to get as much as you want. Really? I can have whatever I want? I can hear the sound of our family screaming in pain from here. Ah! You know what, Dad? As generous an offer as it is, I think you might want to retract that, lest you live to regret it. Huh? There's something wrong with letting Licia pick a few more dishes, is there? Yeah, it's called our financial plans. You say that now, but you'll be sorry. She'll eat her way halfway through the entire restaurant, and then we'll have to sell our house to pay for the losses, and then the youngest will come after us and we'll have to harvest her organs. Oh my god! Where did your mind go, Ray? Ray, that's horrible. You're meant to be on yourself, but you're talking like a hardened criminal. Oh my god. I'm sorry, but the world is a cruel place. We can't maintain our innocence if we want to survive. That is very true, but we'll get to that in the next part. See ya!